Hi everyone. So today we're going to go over how to submit an application for the Santa Rosa Junior College. So this video is going to be specifically for students who are trying to do dual enrollment. And seniors, your application will look a little different, and I can go over that with you in a different video or in person. So for those of you who are looking to do dual enrollment and need to do an application, as you will need to do every semester that you want to take a class, hopefully you have created an account already. If you have not, go ahead and look at my other video on how to create an account, because you will need one of those to apply. So first things first, you're going to go to santarosa.edu. As you can see up here, this is going to be the home page for the JC. After you've gone to santarosa.edu, you'll go up to Apply Now, the red button in the right-hand corner. And then you'll see this CCC Apply button down here on the right, and you want to click that. Okay, so it'll take you to this page here. And then as I mentioned, if you do not have an account, you'll go ahead and create one. If you need help with that, please go ahead and watch the other video or send me an email. But if you do have an account, we're going to sign in. Okay, so you can see mine's auto-populated, but you're going to put your username and your password in there. If you forgot, not a big deal. You're going to go ahead and click this, and then follow the prompts that you need to recover your username or your password. But we'll go ahead and sign in. Okay, so I'm going to start a new application here. As you can see, this button, start a new application, and then we'll get started. So let's say the term I'm applying for this time is going to be summer 2021 and fall 2021. So don't worry about this. If you didn't take a summer class, go ahead. It's just one application for both semesters. And then my educational goal, because I'm still a high school student, no need to stress over these. You could say that you're undecided. You could say that you are completing credits for high school diploma or GED, which I'm going to guess is probably the most common reason why you're taking a class. So we'll go ahead and do that. Again, major category, no need to stress over this. If you're not sure, totally fine. This is something that gets changed all the time, so it doesn't commit you to anything. I'm going to go ahead and put undeclared or undecided. And then luckily, when I go down to intended major, then it just lets me do undeclared, undecided as well. As you can see, if you do, let's say, theater, there will be different drop downs here. As I mentioned, it's really nothing to stress about. You can change this at any point. And then we'll press continue. Okay, so this is the information that I put in my account when I created it. So you just want to make sure everything looks good. Everything's correct, especially that email address. So as I mentioned in my previous video, you do not want to be using your school email. You want to be using a personal one. So I obviously did a bad example here, but okay. So then we're going to go down. You'll go ahead, you'll read the parent guardian information, and then basically you're clicking this if any of these statements are true about you. None of these are going to be true for me, so I'm going to say no. And then it'll drop down to give your parent or guardian name and relationship. We'll just say that's my mom. And then your current mailing address. So you can check this box if your current mailing address is the same one as up here. If it's not, then you'll want to go ahead and put it in here. But mine is, so we'll leave that and then press continue. And this is just going to pop up because it's really important that that's your address. It is, so I'll say the address is correct. Okay. Then, because I'm a high school student and I'm taking a college class, I'm going to say I'm enrolling in high school and college at the same time. So that should be that bottom option on the drop down, which makes it auto-populate this, which is nice. And then last school I attended is going to be high school. And it will ask you to put your high school in there. So as you type Montgomery, there we go, it should pop up. Okay. Then we're going to say the highest grade I completed. Let's say I'm a junior currently right now, starting in the fall. But the highest grade I completed then is technically 10th grade, so last year. These are your GPA and some of your grades for math and English. You do want to make sure these are in generally correct. You can check those on Aries, or you can always email your counselor and ask as well. Or you can sort of estimate if you think you got, an A last semester, that's fine. You can go ahead and put that. Let's just say I have a 3.5. And the last English class I took last year would have been 10th grade. So I'm going to put 10th grade. And I think I got a B. Same with the math course. So in 10th grade, pretty sure I took integrated math 2. And pretty sure I got a B+. Okay. Then college education. I've never been to college yet because I'm a junior, so I'm going to say no degree. And I've never attended a college before, so we'll leave it at none. And then we'll press continue. Okay, so citizenship and immigration. As I mentioned when you are creating your account, you do not need a social security number to attend the JC. So you'll pick from this dropdown. For these purposes, I'll just say a U.S. citizen. Military or dependent, if your parent or guardian is serving, or if they're a member of the active reserve or National Guard. None personally apply to me, so I'm going to press continue. Okay. So for California residents, has your parent or guardian lived in California since 2019? Mine have, yes. If no, it'll ask when your parent or guardian moved to California. And then these are more questions about out-of-state activities. So since 2019, has your parent or guardian engaged in any of these activities? You can ask them. Most of you, I would say, probably not. But that's something that you might want to have a discussion with your parent or guardian. And if not, you just leave them blank. Similar to special residency categories, so go ahead and in the last 24 months, if you were determined to be homeless by any of these agencies, you would press yes. If you haven't, you would put no. And then if you've ever been in court-ordered foster care as well, you would say yes. And if not, put no. Okay. Are you comfortable reading and writing English? We'll put yes. If you put no, then someone may reach out to you. As a dual enrollment student, you are taking these classes for free. So you can say yes, that's still something that you would have to reach out to the financial aid office if you were interested in more information. And then if you're receiving CalWORKs, SSI, or General Assistance, these are governmental programs that may be helping your family. So if yes, you would put that. If no, you would put that. And you might want to check with a parent if you think that's a possible chance. Athletic interest. Most of you will probably say no because you're a dual enrollment student and you probably won't be playing sports before you actually go to college, for the college at least. And then these programs and services, these are things that they're just asking if you're interested in them. So totally up to you. You can leave them all blank if you want to. You can check a couple if you want to. Totally up to you. Okay, these are not required. So if you want to answer them, you can. If you don't want to answer them, you don't need to. You can just scroll on down. Okay. If you know your parent or guardian's education levels, you can put that in there. If you don't know, you can just put unknown. That's totally fine. And then race and ethnicity. They give you a lot of options. Okay. If this is your first time applying to the JC, you're not going to have an ID number yet, so you can leave this blank. But if you have applied to the JC before and have a student ID, you can put it in here. And then it just asks how you heard about it. Let's say counselor. Most of you will probably be taking your classes at Santa Rosa. And then the last question they have here is, are you formally incarcerated or justice impacted? So this basically means if you have been imprisoned. Okay, and then we're on the last page. So if you want to review your application, just make sure that everything you wrote is correct. You can go ahead and do that. Otherwise, we're going to scroll down here. This is a request to release information. You can say consent or do not consent, totally your choice. And then you're going to go down here and check these boxes that basically all of this information that you're saying is correct. And then you'll go ahead and submit your application. And that's it. And then after that, you will get an email from the JC with your JC ID number. So please make sure that you check that email address that you put on your account. If you have any other questions, always feel free to reach out to me. You can email me, you can stop by the College and Career Center, whatever you'd like.